I was an animal science major in college. I was going to have a ranch. I was going to have a commercial herd, a small registered herd, and none of that happened.
Even though those dreams never became a reality, for Glenn Lyles, cows still pay the bills. But saddles and spurs aren't the tools of his trade. Instead, a canvas, a brush, and an imagination as big as Texas help him make more per head than any cattleman he knows. His cattle aren't sold to auction barns, but in art galleries across the Lone Star State.
To this day, I wish I had a herd of cattle, but I don't. I paint them instead.
Glenn is known in art circles as the cow face guy. The faces of cows drinking from water troughs are the mainstay of his 17-year career. He named his first cow face painting Drinking Buddies, and it immediately sold to a friend in Houston. He painted another for the Texas Cattle Feeders Association to sell in a benefit auction.
I had a man in Oklahoma then that bid on it but didn't get the painting, called and ordered one, and I thought, maybe I'm on to something. So did the third one then, and then decided, well, I better have one for the shows I was in. And they began to get a lot of attention and began to sell, and I've painted 63 of those now.
Artistic success hasn't come easy for this flatlander from the Texas Panhandle. After 19 years of farming the land where he was raised in Hale County, fate stepped in. Glenn developed arthritis, and surgery was needed to fuse the bones in his left foot. Farming was no longer an option.
Was driving a tractor one day and just had this very clear thought about paint for a living. And so whenever I got out of farming, I sold my equipment, paid off the house and car, didn't owe anybody anything, and I gave myself 2 years then to see if I could make it go, and this is 17 years later.
After almost 2 decades of painting everything from horses to hill country scenes to family portraits, Glenn is finally comfortable with the term artist. And since this artistic streak seems to be hereditary, he has offered all his nieces and nephews an art lesson, hoping to inspire the next generation of Texas artists.
2 nephews and 2 nieces have taken me up on it so far, and I'm working with one right now. She's just starting, never painted an oil painting before, and we'll see whether we spark interest or not.
Though his dreams of ranching haven't faded, this West Texas native does admit there are benefits to painting cattle over owning them.
Never have to break ice or get kicked or haul feed or anything like that. So, and they never get out. They never get out on the road. So.
For Voices of Agriculture, I'm Ed Wolf in Waco.